Warning.
Again here with another banger, man. But it's not a reaction video. It's a video about a guy by the name Baltasar Igonga, the king of Africa. Alright. This guy is King Solomon of Africa of this era. Okay, before we start the story, grab your chair as I grab mine, and let's get into the video. So, got my chair, and I also hope that you have your chair. So, we are talking about someone by the name Baltasar Ingonga. It's a legendary name. So, Mr. Ingonga is a man from Equatorial Guinea and is 54 years old. This guy has a family, and according to the local sources of news, it's said that this guy had involved in sexual act 400 women and still counting.
Well, that's no surprise at all.
Okay, as we have said, so this guy is not your normal man. It's not the guy that you know. This a legend. This King Solomon of this era. Okay, so this guy used to work with he used to be a director of General National and Financial Investigation Agency in Equatorial Guinea. So he was a very established guy. As we all know, definitely he was earning a good amount of money to sustain his family. That's what we call establishment. And the guy is being accused of corruption and now sex escapades, corruption and sleeping with different women of big people in the government of Equatorial Guinea. Okay, so let's see. So the scandal emerged in the course of fraud investigation against 54-year-old economist, which resulted in the search of his house, office, with then the officers found CDs. I mean those tapes with the videos. Right. So then it means the investigation was done on an impromptu notice. So this guy had no time to collect and hide all this evidence. So it's very unfortunate that it was found, and I personally wish him the best. I'm not encouraging his idea of what he did, but we are not we are not celebrating his downtime. Everybody out there downtime, okay? And it's not the best time to celebrate. Also alleged that some of the videos on those tapes were of different women and sisters of different big names in the government of Equatorial Guinea. So then it means that he was having affair with a targeted group, as we can say, because it's not just normal videos. These are videos with big names. So I would say, I'm not saying that this guy was on a mission, but again I'm saying this guy, according to or based on what we can see, it was not just normal scenes. This guy was doing it maybe for some reason that we are yet to know. So to make it funny, this guy used to work with the investigation department, like he was CEO or something, and now is the one being investigated. So what comes around goes around, or what goes around comes around. So the investigator is now being investigated. That's fun. That's fun. And since he was involved in these corruption issues, as we all know, as usual, most of these government officials are corrupt. Okay, so in the process of being investigated, the officials who are investigating also got some CDs bearing sex tapes of different women with the same person, that's him. And make the matters worse is that this guy is an established guy, family of 6 children.
What?
Did you hear that? With a family of 6 children. And he has done this with 4 different women. Which is very crazy. I've never had such things in my life than before. Never. So that's why I would say that this guy is a legend on his own. He's on another level. I mean, this guy is the King Solomon of our era. How I'm asking, how can someone go and sleep with 400 different women that maybe is still counting? Maybe the numbers are still counting. You don't know. And my deal is not like it was just smashing and going, smashing and going. No. In some cases, maybe even repeated. So in our elementary calculation of how many times he has of how many times he has slept with women, then you will say that he has let's do the class 1 mathematics. 1 plus 1 minus 2 is equal to 3. 1 plus 1 minus 2 or plus 1 plus 5. Then if it is 400 women and maybe he did smashed and again smashed and smashed the same person or different people or 10 of them, then we'll come up with the result of this guy has slept over 500 times. This is something that this is something that even, I mean, none of you have ever done. Yeah. And maybe will not do. And it is not an achievement that we're celebrating. No, it's not an achievement. This is something serious. Oh, so it's being alleged that again he had these activities with different women with their consent. So this one might put some release on him. Okay, so it's been said that it's not like he was doing this just forcefully or with some blackmail. We still don't know. We are yet to know. But from our judgment, or how we can say, maybe he was doing it with the willing, with the consent of the other partner. Otherwise, you will have not recorded all those scenes, which is crazy. And it's again, it's been said. Actually, before we go on, let's congratulate Donald Trump for his big win. That's a big achievement for him, and it would have been a big achievement for Kamala if she would have won. So we just congratulate. We are not sending with any other party. We don't know about them, but since the United States had their election today, we're just congratulating them. Say that this is not just a normal scene, and I'm not saying that they are abnormal. Since he was recording, and it's also being alleged that he used to have these scenes on different places, hotels, guest houses, beach, and what again? And yes, even in his office. That is according to the local news. Even in his office, which is very wild. So the government of Equatorial Guinea decided to suspend all the officials who are involved in these activities. What comes to your mind? Like, people are so deluded, man. How can someone just decide to get into the act in the office no matter what time of the day or night? How? Like, and again, this is the question. Are, are the offices in that department are cameraless, like they do not have cameras? And how could that happen? I always assume that in all these big offices we must have cameras that uh, are being perused on a certain period of time, just to make sure that everything is okay. So I'm even wondering here that these offices maybe did not have cameras, or they had the cameras, or and the guy decided, to assume and go on with the act, or maybe was covering the cameras. We still don't know. We are yet to know. So it's being alleged. These are not my own words, but these are words that I'm reading from some news source. Okay, and reacting to the develop, it did say that reacting to the development on Monday, Equatorial Guinea has decided to take action by immediately suspending all the officials who had sex relationship in the office of the country's ministry. That's crazy. So this thing sounds like some serious cult, in my own words, because how would someone just decide to go ahead and have information with this big number of women? And again, it's being said that he had the sex act without any protection. So this, we would say that this guy was on a mission. Or what do you think? You can put your comment down below the comment section and tell me what you think, or what might be the reason behind all this, because different 400 different women with unprotected act is very wild. It's not just normal, it's very wild, it's very crazy. And this is some kind of cult, because it's I can't even imagine. Otherwise, we still wish him the best, and he's still being held, he's still being apprehended and waiting for his case to be heard in the court of law of Equatorial Guinea. And thanks to the source of all this information that I got on the internet, and this is not something that is not there. It's there actually. It's trending. If you check on X, this is trending. This is number 2 trending after the election. This is number 2 trending trending thing on X. You can check yeah. So it's also been said that one of the ladies that he involved with in this act, when realized, decided to take her own life. Oh no! By committing some suicidal act, and she ended up taking her own life. That is very disheartening to her family. That's very painful and unexpected. And we wish them all well, as well as those who are affected and the family as well. And we are not celebrating his story, but we're just trying to tell to the world that some crazy things are happening out there. Even though you don't have access to this information, they do happen, but they're not being revealed. People are doing these things secretly. It was just that this guy had his time for this act just ended, and now finally he was caught. And that is happening everywhere. Whatever you do, it has to catch up with you at some point, and you know the result, you know the impact. So before you start anything, always remember there is a result at the end of the day. So it all depends with you. Do you want to are you ready for the impact that will come up with whatever you're doing right now? Are you gonna be happy? Are you going to be happy? Are you ready to take the risk? You know, so you may enjoy something right now because it is something that you like doing, and maybe you can't stop doing, and maybe it has some impact. So it's up to you to bear the consequences. When you do, just do knowing that you must bear the consequences. But otherwise, we wish him all the best. We wish the affected family as well all the best, and we hope for things to go well. Otherwise, I congratulate this guy for being our King Solomon of this era. I'm not supporting the act in any way, but I'm just making it look more legendary, because that is something that is not cannot just be done by any other person. So this guy was another breed of human being. That's another being of human being. Um, yeah, maybe he still remains the legend on some people's books. You never know. So that is the end of this story. So guys, put your comment down below the comment section, and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, so that when I drop these videos, because they always come back to back, so when I drop a video, you don't miss out. You'll be the first person to watch it, and you hit that like button and share. Okay, thank you, that is gone for watching, and see you.